Thank you, representatives. I keep hearing these two things that, bodily autonomy and the right to choose.
Could you identify yourself for the record?
I'm sorry, Deacon Brendan Rowley, on behalf of the Catholic Church. I keep hearing these two things, upholding a woman's bodily autonomy and her right to choose when she wants to be a mother, when it's the right time for her to start a family. And here's the bottom line. Your bodily autonomy ends when another life begins. You don't have the right to kill a child because the timing's not right for you. You know when the timing is right for you to choose and exercise your bodily autonomy? No one wants to say it, no one wants to bring it up. But it's before you engage in the sexual act with a man. That's when the choice is yours. Because when you do that, there's a very real possibility that his sperm will fertilize her egg and she will become pregnant and a new life begins. So your choice is before you get pregnant, not after. And we also don't talk very much about adoption, because even then, if you still don't feel comfortable raising a child, there's that option. There's just not killing the child. We can pretend all we want about the language, we can call it a fetus or a lump of tissues, but you can see the ultrasounds behind me. You can see the child on the board. A real person with value, dignity, worth. I've been to Poland. I visited Auschwitz. I walked up and down the dirt roads of the worst of the concentration camps. It boggles my mind that a rabbi doesn't grasp this. Boggles my mind. I've also been to Africa, to Ghana, and I walked through a slave castle, through the dungeons. And in both cases, at Auschwitz, I was with about 200 people. At the slave castle, about 20 people. And in both times, we were brought to what I can only describe as an eerie silence. Walking past these ungodly places. Trying to contemplate, trying to figure out, trying to understand how we could lose sight of the dignity of a person simply because of their religion or ethnicity or their skin color. But if we think we've evolved, if we think we're better today than we were then, we're sadly mistaken. Because it's the same crime and a different victim. It's the unborn now, some of who are black, some of who are Jewish, some are men, and some are women. They're all persons. And let me tell you this, the day will come. The day will come when abortion is outlawed, not only in this state and this country, but in this world. It will be eradicated. It will happen. You can see the tide turning. And when that day comes, all of the abortion clinics and the Planned Parenthoods will be closed, and they will be boarded up and shut down. And then there'll be a generation of people who will come from far and wide, and they'll walk by these places and through these places in an eerie silence, trying to understand how we could commit such an egregious and unspeakable act and destroy the most precious and vulnerable and innocent people among us. It's unconscionable. Thank you for your time.
Thank you,
May
Brent.
God have mercy on our souls.